Good evening, friends. Welcome into this wacky, wonderful Wednesday. You may be watching this on any other day other than Wednesday, but this is being recorded Wednesday night. We've just gotten news that a brand new item is coming to Marvel Strikeforce, and I tell you what, I could not be more excited personally. The Danger Room is coming very soon, so feel free to check out the news blog. We'll go ahead and link that directly to the site down below, but we're just going to talk about it a little bit right here. So, pretty cool. Danger Room, you can read it here. I'm not going to read off of it, but in case you're unaware and you haven't seen the video, which will also be down in the link below, the actual Strike Spot video, where you can see some of the gameplay. They preview a little bit of what's going on there. It's a rogue-like game mode where you basically zone in, and it kind of looks like a Scourge or a Dark Dimension, right? At first, you have some modifiers that you get to pick and choose with. The more you play it, the more you get currency to add more modifiers. It's pretty slick. And then when you get in there, it's just like you're progressing through nodes like you would be in a Scourge or Dark Dimension or any dimension, like a Frozen Dimension. But the difference here is once you click on a node and you commit to going on that path, right? Sometimes you get 2 paths, sometimes you get 3. Once you click on it, commit, then the enemies get generated right there. It's so cool. You don't really know what you're getting into until you commit to going down that path. I thought it was really, really slick. There are cards that add combat modifiers along the way. Really, really slick concept. So you start with just a couple characters, and maybe you have to figure out, how do I add more characters to my roster very quickly? And it all built as you progress through the run, and then each run that you do is different, right? Different characters, different cards, different enemies, different paths. It's a really, really neat game mode. I can tell you one thing. When I first played it, all I thought to myself was like, oh my gosh, I just want to play it again and play it again and play it again. And that was my genuine reaction to getting a chance to get in there and play test it. As one of the newer envoys, I can honestly say I didn't have a ton of time to get in there and mess with it, but it was so much fun. And I'm somebody who doesn't like repeatable content, right? For those of you that know me, I don't love the fact that, back out content, reset content. I call it that all the time. I'm not a fan of it. I don't love that. I don't love doing the same thing over and over again. This never felt like I was doing the same thing, right? It never felt like it was any of that chore mentality of how some of these other things that I felt. Honest first reaction, again, I played it, I have maybe about an hour and a half, 90 minutes into it is what I was able to get in, and I absolutely love the game mode. I love the game mode. So I looked at this and I said, how can we do this? I've got some, ideas that I would love to see, but I don't have any information, right? So anything that I'm about to say or give you an idea and opinion on is solely speculation and some of the things that I'd love to see. But just think of the things that we could do, encouraging us to do multiple runs when this mode is out, right? Like maybe there's milestones for using one team. Maybe there's milestones for using a second team, right? There's reasons to go and play it multiple times. I look at this and I hope that we get some of these things. Again, no idea what the final thing's going to look like. All I was able to do was look at the gameplay. There was no rewards or milestones or any of that stuff when I was in there. So we have no idea what that looks like as far as I'm concerned. But it just the gameplay and then my imagination where I went, right? Where I imagined the things that they could come up with. Again, being very clear about that. No idea. It is just my total, hype and my hope. When I see some of these things, I'm like, this game mode is going to be cool. So the sky is the limit, and I really think that they hit something with this because to get me to be like, oh, this is super fun, right? Not only are you using characters from your rosters, you may have to rent some characters sometimes. I mean, there's just so many cool things and interactions that were going on. And the cards, like, I don't want to get into the cards because I don't know if the ones that I saw are going to be the ones that come in the game. We have I don't know for sure. The concepts is what we were, what I was really focused on. But some of the cards are so much fun. You're like, this is going to be so cool, right? And then at times you feel incredibly powerful, like you're just walking through the content. Other times you're like, oh, what did I do? I better back out the whole run and start this whole thing over, right? Because you realize that maybe I've got the wrong set and I picked the wrong path and everything else. And these runs were taking me not that long. The Strike Spot video, if you saw it, I believe they said it was intended about 30 minutes. I was doing a run like in 15 minutes or so, right? It did not take long. It was easy to get new cards. It was easy to get progression, and then it was easy for me to hit that reset button and go again. That was probably one of the things that I thought I was going to dislike the most is like, all right, well, I got into a bad spot. What do I do now? But it didn't bother me at all. I was like, oh, I got into a bad spot. Crap. All right, cool. And now let me dump all these crap cards that I got. And now my new run, it will be all fresh, all new. It just felt really engaging. It was really, really cool. So I'm excited to see what they do with it. I really am. I really, really am. Hopefully this will give you some information about, exactly how I felt about it. Not everyone's going to feel that this the same way, and super excited like I did. I really, really enjoyed this game mode when I got to play it. So I hope that you do too. I believe that they said in the video that we should be getting this towards the end of May, I believe. I look forward to iterations on it too, right? I think one of the best things that we can do as a community is give constructive feedback. Really, really let them know, like, hey, this is how I think we can make the mode better, because it sounds like that's what the team wants to do. It sounds like from the feedback that we've heard, there's a desire, right, to be able to iterate on this thing, move it quickly, right, make some changes, keep getting better each and every time it comes out. So. But like I said, I had so much fun. I had a blast playing it. I hope that you do too. Once it does finally release, I believe it's towards the end of May. As we look right here, the blog right now says the Danger Room will be available May 22nd. So I'm looking forward to that. And we'll have to take it from there. But please do comment down below. Let me know. What are you thinking? Are you excited for this game mode? I know we've seen just a little bit. Tune into Twitch on May 20th. There's going to be a preview stream, right? So that's super, super important. Let me know in the comments. Are you gonna hop in and take a look at the stream, or are you just gonna wait for the game mode to show up? I think equal parts of those are intriguing to me. I'm interested. I can't get enough of this game mode right now. Not gonna lie, it really is. It was a lot of fun, and I look forward to playing it for hours on end once it comes out here towards the end of May. How do you end the video? What do you mean? There's no like ending? What do you mean? What are you talking about? The game mode's sick. I need to say something positive. What are you doing? You're just gonna leave me hanging? Don't do that. Don't. All right. Well, I guess that's the end of the video. All right. Bye.